Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I'm presenting the Financial Express newspaper headline. So, first of all, PM to India INC, it's your turn to invest. Next, Torrent moves Supreme Court against second e-auction for Reliance Cap. Next, Suraksha bid for JP Infra gets NCLT approval. Next, Adani Group repays loans of rupees 7,374 crore. Next, government starts process to delist MTNL for merger with BSNL. Next, Moody's analytics slow down temporary. Next, HDFC Bank hikes MCLR by 5 basis point. Next, SL expects IMF bailout after China hacking backing. The next, Torrent moves Supreme Court against second e-auction for Reliance. Next, Unicorns not yet a women's world. On page number 2, in economy section under that, FinMin holds webinar on financial service. Next, Tirupati appoint has REC director. Next, Minister opens Namo free dialysis center. Next, India UK FTA talk covered 11 areas in 7th round. Next, slowdown in GDP growth temporary moods analytics. Next, government teams to visit other nations to push onion exports. Next, India not immune to stagflation that failed its neighbors. Next, on page number 3, in nation section under that, women and work, where's the gap here are. Next, NCDEX aims to relaunch groundnut future trade. Next, government accept report on smart power transmission system. Next, palm oil imports may jump to 4-year high. Next, plan to build ethanol stock to meet E20 fuel demand. On page number 4, in companies section under that, Adani Power Amalgamated Amal amalgamates 6 subsidiary firm. Next, Hyundai partner ITC to enhance rural reach. Next, Dr. Reddy recalls over 4,000 bottles of drug in US. Next, Blue Star to take up expansion at 2 facilities. Next, Genesis and IGL to set up meter manufacturing unit. Next, Jindal Stainless to invest rupees 220 crore for solar projects. Next, government starts process to delist MTNL. Next, SoftBank's son meets startup founder in Delhi. Next, Hyundai drives a new Alcazar SUV priced rupees 16.75 lakh. Next, dollar 1.9 billion Adani investment. GQG Jain to meet investor in Australia. Next, women on the rise at Indian wealth management firms. Next, NCLT order a real holy gift, say JP home buyers. Next, SoftBank's son meets startup founder in Delhi. Next, open access must for growth of submarine cable sector, says BIF. On page number 6, in companies section under that, EVs to rise India's reliance on China. Next, another busy year for deal makers in India, JP Morgan. On page number 7, in international section under that, S&P cut Nishan credit rating to junk. Next, Germany's ban on China Hawaii ZTE. Next, new China fund plan 30% job cuts. Next, Japan launches S3 rocket, destroys it. Next, China's warning to US stop suppressing or risk conflict. Next, government plans overhaul of financial regulatory regime. Next, Sri Lanka debt plan gets China backing, paves way for bailout. Next, island nations currency source most since 1989. Next, weak global demand hits exports. Next, Fed likely needs to rise rates higher, possibly faster Powell. Next, Imran Khan escapes court hearing. Next, Qatar's top diplomat is sworn in as new PM. Next, ready to act against South Korea, US. Kim's sister. On page number 8, in opinion section of that, investment intentions. Next, generation powering up. Next, turnaround in ties. Next, India's century has begun. On page number 9, in brand wagon section of that, ads that made a splash. Next, in personal finance, in that, buying insurance, don't fall for that agent says. Next, a private family trust for smooth succession planning. Next, magic of Maharaj. Then I comes to page number 10, in market section of that, new age investment options. Next, investor appetite for bond index fund rise. Next, right time to consider fixed income, stay invested for longer term. Next, ELSS scheme inflows may be hit by new tax regime. Next, fixed maturity plans ideal for investors with a 3-year horizon. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.